Welcome back to my channel at The Movie Optimist, where I try and find the silver linings in even the worst of films. This past weekend, The Thunderbolts has finally arrived in theaters, and domestically it made $76 million, and worldwide it made $162 million. Now, at first glance, you'd sit there and think, wow, $162 million in its opening weekend is pretty effing good. But aha, the United States doesn't really care about the international market's contribution. They care about the domestic contribution. And the fact that this movie made $76 million, less than Captain America Brave New World, is a little concerning. Now, the thing that Thunderbolts has going for it that Captain America Brave New World did not is Thunderbolts is getting praised to the high heavens. It's at like a 90-something% on Rotten Tomatoes from audiences and an 88% from critics. Whereas in Captain America Brave New World had an abysmal critic score, and it had a better fan score, but it wasn't the best. It's in like the 60 or 70%, somewhere around there. And it only went on to make $400 million, who a lot of people sounds fantastic. A lot of directors would kill to have one of their indie movies make $400 million, but for a Marvel movie that was shot 3 times to try and fix it with all of the problems that it had during filming, it wound up losing Marvel an absurd amount of money. So here comes Thunderbolts, which only cost about $180 million and made $162 million in its worldwide box office with the $76 million domestic. The fact that it made less than Captain America is concerning because this movie needs to make around $400 million just to break even, and the fact that it opened less than Captain America, like I said, is concerning. But where I said before, the thing that it has going for it is it's being praised by the high heavens. That means that this movie has a high potential to have good word of mouth. Kind of like Elemental, which opened up abysmally to like 30 million opening weekend domestically, but because of how good it was and how many people would tell their friends how good it was, it had legs, and every weekend people would show up to see it. The same thing happened with The Greatest Showman. The Greatest Showman opened to like $20 million, and it was a huge disappointment. They thought that movie was going to tank, but then because of how good it was, people showed up and continued to support it and went on to make like $400 million. And The Thunderbolts has that potential here, not only because of how good it is, but because they just unveiled the fact that this movie's asterisk, because the title of it was Thunderbolts with an asterisk symbol, that asterisk actually changed the name from Thunderbolts to the New Avengers. It's revealed in this movie that they are now the New Avengers going forward. They are the team for us to support, which I think is a great thing because I love Shang-Chi, but he's not part of a team, and we haven't seen him assemble with any other of the Avengers characters yet, and they don't have time to really get us on board and care about a team-building movie before the events of Doomsday and Secret Wars. And as much as I like Sam Wilson, that Captain America movie wasn't that good, and he hasn't had a chance to really form a kinship or a bond with a bunch of teammates to build the Avengers. We all know from Captain America Brave New World that the president tasked him with reassembling them, but they're gonna have to shoehorn that in to Avengers Doomsday or Avengers Secret Wars, and there's not enough time to get us to care about them as a team. So going forward, with as much as I loved the Thunderbolts, that's the team I'm rooting for. If I had to pick a side, if I was a hero in this universe and I had to pick, go with Sam Wilson, Captain America, and Shang-Chi, and Spider-Man, whoever else he's going to assemble, I would still go with the Thunderbolts because I genuinely, and I'm not saying I think that they're cooler than Spider-Man or Shang-Chi, but I just care about them more. They did a good job getting me to care about them as a team and as characters, and that's going to be huge because I can't be the only one to feel that way. And the fact that they're now called the New Avengers and this is leading into Doomsday, it's only telling people like, hey, you need to show up to watch this movie to understand where they're at as a team in Avengers Doomsday. And I think that that marketing strategy where they use the asterisks to change the name to New Avengers now is just going to make people that originally saw the trailer going, who are the Thunderbolts? I don't care about them. I'll wait until it comes out on Disney Plus to watch it. It's going to make those people now want to run out to the theaters to see it because now they're like, oh damn, this is the New Avengers. I wonder what this team is all about, and I want to know why I should root for them leading into Doomsday. And I think that that's going to make the second weekend drop significantly less than it would have if they kept the name Thunderbolts. Some people think that it is a spoiler and that they spoiled that too soon, but I think that after the low opening weekend, not even breaking 100 million domestically, they needed to make a business decision, and they revealed the asterisks probably sooner than they anticipated doing it, and I think that it was genius. At the end of the day, the movie wasn't about them becoming the Avengers. It was really kind of shoehorned in at the very last second of the film before it's like rolling to credits. The movie's about them bonding as a team and creating a kinship with each other. That's what the movie's about. Overall, the movie's about depression, feeling alone, and friendship. So it's not really a spoiler. It doesn't spoil the events of the movie. The fact that they become the Avengers at the end of it is the least important thing that happens in the movie. But anyway, what do you guys think in the comments down below? Do you think that this is as genius as I do? How do you think that the second weekend weekend is going to fare for this film. How much money do you think this movie is going to make? I think it has the potential to top out at around 500 to 600 million, which is great for this movie. That'll make it break even, and it'll be an upwards trajectory after the abysmal Captain America Brave New World's worldwide box office haul. Let's talk about it in the comments down below, and as always guys, I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll catch you next time.